Yo, what's good, everybody? It's your boy, Petey Mac.
And it's your boy, Big Keef, man.
And welcome to the Big Keef and Petey Mac podcast, man. What's good, people? We are doing this episode differently. We're not on Saturday. We're on Sunday because we kind of went out last night. This your boy, Petey Mac.
Yes, sir. Big Keef checking in, baby.
Yeah, we went out to a little hotel that's off base. We lived our best life out there.
Had a good time, man. Good vibes, man.
Got to see some people outside the work environment. Not only that, we got to see. Well, I enjoyed it because Keith married, he wasn't looking. I got to look at some women's in some nice
and
bathing suits and all that. You know what I mean?
And Pete speaking for herself, I did not engage in any of that, but
all I just know is this: I've been deployed for a long time, though. Like 2 months is long.
Yeah, man. Yesterday was definitely a good time. Good time for us to relax. We're in a high stress environment, so.
Oh, not only that, man. Hey, us doing that, but Manny Pacquiao, man, he got the title back.
How old is Pacquiao?
40.
Man, he beat Keith Thurman. Keith Thurman ain't no slouch. He handed him his first.
No,
loss.
he put him on the. I went back and watched the replay, and he put him on his ass in the first round. I'm talking about hit him with a nice solid. Hit him with the right. He put him on his ass with the right, and you know he's southpaw.
Can he still beat Floyd? Right now,
man, first of all, I'm not gonna get in my feelings about that fight they had, bro.
You don't think he get Floyd right now? No. He said he was hurt. I'm just saying, if he's at full speed right now, he can't touch Floyd though, man.
All I know is just watching that fight because it was done by Fox Sports Net. We need HBO boxing back. Them commentators, Lennox Lewis and I don't know the other guy, which y'all tried, but it just ain't gonna beat the boxing out the dark, man. It ain't gonna beat the HBO pay-per-view joint.
Man, Floyd. Speaking of people that can't read, R. Kelly back in the news. I guess he got indicted on a RICO or something like that.
No, they said they found like 18 more tapes.
I tell you what, man.
Stop recording it, man. At some point you gotta be like, I just need to stop. Why the girl ain't even like, you need to stop, Robert? Like you got in trouble too much for this.
And as much as R. Kelly is a sick bastard. A talented sick bastard, but a sick bastard at that. It's the people around him.
Oh, yeah.
It's people condoning this type of shit, man. Ain't nobody holding him accountable. Like, y'all know these girls, y'all bringing him these teenage girls to the room. Y'all letting him sit outside McDonald's and shit and scout these young girls, and y'all don't say nothing.
All up in there, Grimace's play palace and stuff, all up in there looking at them little girls. But I want to let everybody know this. If you still right now watching that tape, that's child pornography. You know that, right? You know that, right? You know you're sick. You know it's illegal. They can lock your ass up for that. That's a felony.
Man, R. Kelly ass, man. So, and the one thing I've been seeing is this fake outrage, man. Fake outrage is a big thing in our generation right now. But with this Surviving R. Kelly, it came out a little while ago. I seen a lot of fake outrage because
it killed me because like women like R. Kelly. But I said, really? So when we first saw the tape of him peeing on that girl back in 02, 03, and then his face all up her butt, and then somebody said, Robert, he looked at the camera and go, huh? I'm like, yeah, that's him. That wasn't enough for you to say that you say you're sick. And then before that, like 10, 15 years before that, when he married Aaliyah, that wasn't enough for y'all, huh? This is the straw that broke the camel's back here, huh? This is it.
Surviving R. Kelly didn't tell me anything I didn't already know.
But I'm gonna say this about people say he was wrong for peeing on that girl. But here's the thing: at 14, you know wrong peeing on somebody. Hell, I was 3 years old. I knew peeing on somebody. You pee-peed on me, mama. He pee-peed on me. That's nasty. You're not supposed to do that.
Yeah, but I think Robert finna sit down for a minute.
Oh no, he gone for good. Yeah. Ain't no minute. Ain't no minute. He gone for good.
They about to give him that long ride, man.
The good's gonna give him the long ride, mama.
What about his music though? You still bumping it or what?
Still
we can't deny his musical genius.
I'm still bumping his music, but I don't. It's like somebody said, you bump that music because you remember where you were when you first heard it. You remember the feeling you had when you first heard it. I ain't listening to that music thinking, yeah, he peeing on people. He probably went and pissed on the girl right there.
It's gonna be hard. It's gonna be hard not to associate that bullshit when you hear his voice now, just because of the age we live in and social media. I think that had a lot to do with it as well. Just everything is out now, so it's gonna be hard. There's a lot of kids probably don't know who R. Kelly for his music. They just know R. Kelly.
Kids don't need to know who R. Kelly is. Okay, they don't need to know who R. Kelly.
I was a shorty when R. Kelly.
I'm talking about kids now. I mean, we didn't know that back then. Like when I Believe I Can Fly came out, I didn't know shit about that.
R. Kelly, man. I Believe I Can Fly.
But
I Wish.
But no, this is what killed me. A lot of the girls our age and a little older are sitting there, man, R. Kelly's sick, he nasty. I'm like, really, he sick and he nasty? Because, you know, I remember when we was in 11th grade, and that's Shipyard where I'm at. I remember when I was in 11th grade, little 22-year-old, 23-year-old dude who worked at Shipyards come pick you up in that ragged-ass box Chevy. But he wasn't sick. But I was in 11th grade talking to a 9th grader. Oh, that's nasty. That's a little baby.
And they, where I'm from, it ain't nothing to see a 10th grade girl getting picked up by an army dude in his Camaro or his Charger or something.
Oh man, you seen that new
Mustang?
You seen that new? Hold up, I'm gonna jump off this. You seen that new Camaro? Now that thing look like a little Ferrari, bro.
Nah, man, I refuse to get a Camaro.
Not you, but you gonna start seeing them around base.
Any kind of muscle car, I refuse.
But you gonna see that? You gonna start seeing that around base. You know what I mean? You want through E3s, they gonna want to have it, so you gonna have to see it, and you got to give a lot of counseling. You being an E5, you gotta get a lot of count. Like, look, man, this is a smart financial decision. I like it, I can handle it. 3 months later, no, take my shit off the rig. Take it off the rig.
Yeah.
But speaking of people who got banned, brings us somebody from New York, Mr. A$AP Rocky. You heard about him in was it jail in Sweden?
Oh boy.
And they say he it's real bad up there.
I don't get it, cause he was locked up at Rikers.
No. That's what I'm saying. He locked up at Rikers, but he don't know about Black Lives Matter. No, Black
that's
you
on
from
you,
Harlem.
Rock. That's on you, Rock.
You done did 2 years at Rikers, as I've told y'all in the first episode. If you don't already know about Rikers, in our first episode, Rikers is the correctional facility for the city of New York, and it is like up there with San Quentin and like how Alcatraz used to be there as one of the worst jails. Like.
Yeah, A$AP Rocky used to be homeless in Harlem. Like, talk about he can't relate to Black Lives Matter. He don't live in Ferguson. He lives in Soho and things like that. You gonna wish you was in Ferguson now. Now your ass in jail. You gotta stay where you at now. You gotta sit where you at, Rock. Mm-hmm. And if you campaigning to bring Rocky home, you're goofy.
He stay where he is.
Because he turned his back on us. And I love A$AP Rocky music.
I like Nas. Nas was my boy.
Nas, Ferg. I mean, there's some talented dudes, but
like that Trillmatic, man, I'm still bummed. I actually thought that was a 95 joint until he said funky style with a funky swag. I'm like, oh, this ain't no 95. You saying swag?
But yeah, A$AP Rocky, like, it's just funny how things come full circle.
No. It's like my grandma used to always tell me, you can either have sense or life gonna make you buy sense.
Yep.
So he buying that shit right now. And you know what? I don't feel bad for him. I ain't sorry at all.
Well, A$AP Rocky tell them people, don't ask me shit about Ferguson and Black Lives Matter.
And now he like, man, this your new man. No. Had that same energy, pimp. Had that same energy.
So don't ask me shit about no A$AP Rocky neither, man. He gotta sit, man. But yeah, man, R. Kelly, he should be locked up for the rest of his life.
They need to throw with key on him.
And they need to give him his hour a day to keep recording music.
No, man, we don't need to have him making no more music, man. That means you still low-key, like you a nasty sick man. Get in there for your hour and record that damn music.
Hey, man.
Nah, he don't need to record music no more. He's done.
We can't deny his musical genius.
We can't deny his musical genius, but hey,
that just goes along. They said some of the sickest motherfuckers are geniuses. And R. Kelly is example number one. That young man is a musical genius. Kanye, also a musical genius, also a sick motherfucker.
Kanye he just believe his own hype. That's the thing about Kanye, man.
I think in Kanye's mind, he thinks that he's Jesus. I think he thinks he's on a figure of his own.
That's why I didn't listen to that Yeezy album. I'm like, oh, that's blasphemy. I ain't doing that.
Great album. I just nowadays you got to separate entertainment from real life.
You're supposed to always have done that.
But people will boycott somebody's music because of their personal decisions. I don't care about none of that. Kanye keep making them hits. I don't condone Kanye's bullshit and what he talks about.
Dude, I don't condone.
I can't deny.
I didn't condone.
But I can't deny his music.
I can't deny what Juvenile, BG, and all them boys was doing back in Cash Money Day back in '99 and 2000. I didn't condone it, but I'm like, every time they shoot that big by that Benz, huh? That you they can't get more lady because you keep fucking them. Every time it came on, I listened to it.
Yeah, man. I don't condone his actions, but it's a musical genius. Can't deny it. Can't deny it.
That way, just Just somebody get that man some help, man. And then somebody, no, they need to indict, like you said earlier, they need to indict the rest of them nasty ass older people that were with him.
However, R. Kelly and his whole inner circle, they need to be right on trial with him.
Cause I kept getting tired of all those people. I know it's old, but like they were talking about, I just thought, Robert, you're wrong, Robert. And then one of the backup dancer, she kept on saying, I should have protected her. Damn, bitch, you dropped the ball 3 fucking times. Like, I mean, after time too, you just.
She need to get locked up. Everybody, they all gotta go. All right, so being out here on deployment, there's really not much weed. It ain't no real food options. We got a Pizza Hut, we got a Subway that gets old. We got the galley. Half the time what's in there isn't even edible most
And I'm
of the
mad
time.
because everybody, when I came out here swooping down, that's the best eating you gonna do in the Navy. That's the best eating you gonna do in the Navy. Oh, that gal is wonderful. They gotta give it to her because it's real bad. The gal is horrible. I've ate the best I've eaten in the Navy is boot camp.
Facts. Great Lakes Galley. And I was at A school, it was the same thing.
Yeah.
Great Lakes.
That's the best we ever ate was boot camp, and that's saying something.
And I'm a big dog. I love to eat, but half the time I go in this galley and I lose my appetite. It makes me miss back home. That good down south Tennessee cooking. The best cuisine is found south of the Mason-Dixon line.
Well, it depends on what you're looking for.
In Tennessee.
I don't know about Tennessee. Nah, baby, I'm from Mississippi.
The best cuisine in the United States of America resides in Tennessee. We got barbecue. We got the hot chicken.
We got chicken.
Y'all don't got hot chicken though?
Yes, we do got hot chicken. Anybody got Greece got hot chicken?
Nashville hot chicken.
Oh, yeah, hold on. Speaking of cuisine.
It ain't called Mississippi hot chicken.
Oh, first of all, speaking of cuisine, y'all excuse me, I gotta get on Big Keef's ass right quick. So he thought it'd be funny to send me some video and tag me talking about this Mississippi all day. Somebody thought it'd be a good idea to take baked beans and make a frozen popsicle, whatever the hell it was, out of baked beans. I guess it's baked beans and the pot liquor. For those of y'all who bougie don't know what pot liquor is, that's like when you put beans or like meat or something in there, and then the juice that come from the water and all that, that's called pot liquor. So I guess that's what it was in. I don't know why the hell you thought that I would think that was nice. That picture looked nasty as hell. Why would you think that was something?
That's straight Mississippi.
No, the hell it ain't.
Baked bean popsicle. That's some Mississippi.
No.
No, but speaking of Mississippi and the Gulf Coast, man, I've been down there. They got some good cuisine. I love some good crawfish, man. I love seafood, period.
But crawfish is kind of funny though, because crawfish, because you gotta be, when you like describe, especially like if you were a woman and you trying to tell her how to eat crawfish, you're gonna have to suck the juice out their head. So it's just like real. No, it ain't like that, no.
For all my perverted brothers out there.
No, I ain't gonna lie. My cousin, I'm gonna tell you what happened. Now, I never thought about it like that till I had a cousin named Ty. It was 2005. We went to Pensacola for his graduation. So me, Ty, my stepbrother Grover, and my dad, we went over there. But him and his friends, we was out in the back and we were eating it. But they didn't really know how to eat crawfish like that. So my daddy kind of teaching them how to eat crawfish. So it was one, everybody working at crawfish, it got real quiet. I'm talking real quiet. And then all of a sudden, I guess my cousin Ty was having problems. He was having problems trying to get his crawfish over. So it just got real quiet. My cousin Vince, his dad said, Ty, suck that head, baby. Oh, I'm talking about when we all died, dude. And even to this day, he's a first class in the Navy. Serious one. Shout out to my cousin. He on deployment right now. To this day, I'll just randomly call him up like, bro, I got something real important I need to tell you. What? It concerning the Navy in the way here. You can say, well, what's up, cuz? Suck that head, baby. Just hang the phone up, man. We got crawfish, man. You know what I'm saying? The shrimp po' boy down there. But that's pretty much from New Orleans all the way over to like Mobile, Alabama, man. You get shrimp po' boys. You can get you a fish sandwich. You can get you some good soul food. That's anywhere in the South. But I got this spot. And as you know, soul food. But you can't just go to no soul food spot that looks wonderful. You know, it's got to look like it's run down. The cooks got to look like they just did a 2-year bid in county. Man, it's a spot.
The best food is from mom and pop spots, though.
Yes.
No cap.
Man,
best food is from mom and pops.
Man,
shout out to Helen's, man.
Man, no, we got this spot called, I'm trying to think of it. I can't remember the name of it, but it's if you're in Moss Point, it's right off Grind Street. Y'all charged to my head, not my heart. It's right down there, right down the street from where AML used to be. That's a junior high. I go in there to order like 2-piece wing with some lima beans and some rice and gravy. So my cook like, all right, shout. So next thing I know, he come out in the back. I guess he said, hey man, what you want, some 2 wings? As I wanted 2 legs. He said, well, I'm gonna throw 4 on you cause I was out there getting my ass beat on the dice, man. So man, I'm gonna throw 4 on you cause my baby. Man, the whole time, he got the cigarette in his mouth. And it phase, that's what it is, phase. I had a Tourette's moment, I had the phase, that's what it's called. Shout out to phase. Man, he was like, man, I threw 2 in there, man. My bad about that bullshit, cuz. I'm like, big wings. And then they had the red Kool-Aid, bro. They had the red Kool-Aid.
I had Kool-Aid at a soul food spot, man. Chandler's in Knoxville, Tennessee. Oh, boy. Kool-Aid dispenser.
Yeah.
Did my heart good. But we went to Maine for Lobster Fest, man, and we had some good lobster. It wasn't seasoned, but, you know, the butter is what gives us this flavor. But I think 10 times out of 10, I'm going to prefer the crawfish boil before I
No, see, me, honestly, lobster ain't nothing but a big-ass unseasoned crawfish. That's all it is. I had, the first time I had lobster, when I was working at Walgreens in Atlanta, and a little chick that was my manager, she was, you know, playing some little sucker dude who brought her some food, and she was like, I don't even want this lobster. Who want Pete? You want it? I was like, I'll take it. So I ate it because I had never ate lobster. I bit it, and I was like, this is a big-ass crawfish with no seasoning. And then, too, I don't really like lobster because, you know, being on the ship, when we get lobster, accompanied with some steak, accompanied with some ice cream.
Nah, that's every Sunday for us.
Well, I mean Sunday, but if it's like on a Tuesday and you underway, and it's like, why are we having... And you just like, oh man, tell us you sitting there, and then here come the captain on the intercom. It's called the 1MC, it's the intercom. Good afternoons, I got a little news for you. We're gonna be out past this weekend. How did I know? Which makes sense, but don't you always give somebody you trying to screw steak and lobster? So that makes sense.
Hey.
But now,
you know, Chicago got good cuisine too, man.
I know you even say pizza.
They got the best pizza I ever had in my life.
No, man, you got to get a New York slice. Now,
Chicago.
New York, a New York type of slice is way better. See, not saying the deep dish pizza from Chicago ain't good, but it's like a pie. I don't feel like eating no pie right now. I want a slice. I want to be able to stumble. Like
you can get pie in a slice. It's a slice.
No, it's a piece of pie. That's a piece of like deep dish pie. I'm not trying to fork and knife it like if I'm like one something in the morning. And I'm about to go hit the club. I'm drunk and I just need something to get me down the street. I want to go give me a slice, a thin slice. I can fold up, eat that joint, and that's from New York. That's a New York style slice.
You're gonna be hungry 5 minutes later.
That's just to sustain you so you don't throw up, man.
If you're in Chicago and you go to Lou Malnati's, you know what I'm saying? You get your butter crust, and then they put the cheese in there, then they put the meat in there. Then they put the sauce somewhere, and then they bake it, and it's just the best pizza I've ever had.
I'm gonna be honest with
life.
You.
And then they got good Italian beef sandwiches, and one thing New York and Chicago battle is the hot dog.
Like, no, now we talking about chicken. Like they got a chicken spot in Chicago. Actually, Harold. Yeah, they actually got one in Atlanta too. And the people from Chicago said that's oh my goodness, that mild sauce they put. Oh, we talking about mild sauce and sauce like that. DC got this thing called mumbo sauce. Where they wing, like you get it from the Chinese spot, you gotta douse it on your chicken and douse on your fried rub. Mumbo sauce, son. DC.
Mumbo sauce. DC.
Yeah, so you know, you can go there. Now out west, let's not sleep on out west, cause like out west, especially California, that's a good Mexican food. That's where you gonna find some of the best Mexican food ever. Like east of like Texas and back east, I'm sorry, I don't like that Mexican food. Like a burrito, those burritos I got in California, some of the best burritos I have had. Man, them joints are like crack. You know how it got this one especially, and it's native to San Diego, but I think it branched up to LA a little bit. It's called a California burrito. This is where you can either get carne asada or pollo asada. Carne asada is steak, pollo asada is chicken.
Man, and everybody know that.
No, that you be surprised.
Everybody listening, we know y'all know that.
Well, anyway, but I'm gonna say so you can get like your cheese in there, your guacamole, your sour cream, and fries. Comes in the damn burrito.
That's some real fat man shit.
Hey, bro, I ate them. Man, I used to be up there, man. I used to be down like when I was an E3, E4 that just got out there. I used to be down to my last $7. I'm like, man, the average California burrito about $6.50. Do I want that gas to go to work, or do I want this? Well, I'm about to get paid tomorrow. I don't need to be driving. You know, traffic big. I can walk it, bro. And then you put the little red and green sauce on there with some ranch. Boy, I had that shit looking like a Mexican flag with my sauces, man.
What you know about the verde sauce, man?
My salsa verde?
What you know about that?
Bro, do you know I love Latin women, right?
Bro, I used to work in Moe's, bro. How you gonna tell me?
First of all, don't cuss at me like that when we talking about real deal Mexican food. Don't you never cuss at me again.
Bro.
Don't ever cuss at me again like that.
Man, the best Mexican food I ever had is at Oscar's Taco Shop in Knoxville, Tennessee on the Strip, man.
So you just got one specific place.
It had to be some real Mexicans in there, man, because that shit.
But see, that's the thing about now. If you got a specific spot, San Diego, it don't matter. As long as a taco shop. Because somebody asked me, what's a good time? Where can I find a taco? I said, man, just get in your damn car and just drive. You're going to hit one within 5 or 10 minutes. But you got to understand this. The taco shop, they kind of like soul food spot too. I need to go and they need to be grimy. I need to see a little 80-year-old woman in there. That's a abuela. I need to see a abuela up there looking like she just finished tiling the floor, coming out there with a wrench like I just did the plumbing in the back. They be working little abuela. She 88 years old, 200 years old, and they just be working her like she just. Man. I need to see a little chick that's up there in the front. I don't know if she 22 or 17, but because I just need to see her being pretty, looking at me, and I need my cooks to look like they just did a bid out of county. My cooks need to look like they hate me, because Mexicans out west, Squires and Kip, a lot of them don't fuck with us black people. I need to see my cooks looking like, oh yeah, what you want, Princess Chavala, huh? Like, let me get some red and green sauce. I had one dude said, let me get some red and green sauce. You ain't got that, homie. But that was the best damn corn inside burrito I ever had.
Man, I keep it simple with the Mexican food, man. Chicken, cheese, and rice.
Chicken, cheese, and rice.
Chicken, cheese, and rice. You can't go wrong. You can't go wrong.
That's just basic, man. So,
no, I do need to get out west, though.
You need to get out west.
I ain't never been out west.
I'm saying, like, you get you a California burrito, get some carne asada fries. That's basically a burrito. That's basically a California burrito, but just like without the tortilla.
Without the wrap, just over
yeah.
Yeah, carne asada.
So
out of
everywhere you been, what city you think got the best wings?
Tennessee.
What city? I mean,
Clarksville, Tennessee. Helen's Hot Chicken.
I don't know, man. I'm more of Atlanta, man, because you can. It's so many places in Atlanta just known for chicken wings, man. They actually had a chicken wing convention me and my boy was supposed to go to back in April, but he got drunk the day of and decided he didn't want to go.
Chicken wing convention. Boy, I tell you what, I'd have lost all my money.
You know what I hate about chicken wing? When they give you all them chicken wings, they give you that one thing of ranch.
Yeah.
You got 10 wings with one little cup of ranch. Who the hell? I can't.
Buffalo Wild Wings good for that shit.
First of all, we talking about real.
I know that. But then Buffalo Wild Wings got a nerve to charge you 69 cents per cup of ranch, bro. Little 2-ounce cup of ranch. They charge you 69 cents for it. And then they give you one ranch per 20 piece, man. It's like at McDonald's, they give you one sauce per fucking 20-piece nugget, man.
First of all, we ain't even talk about McDonald's out here.
Man. Well, y'all gotta stop being so stingy with the sauces out there.
Hey, shout out to McDonald's shake machine, cause that's the real soldier. He ain't never been up. Stay up, homie. We miss you.
He said stay. Ain't no stay up for no McDonald's.
Nah, man, that man been out of.
Stay down.
No, well, I said stay up.
Stay down.
I told you. We derailed a little bit when we were talking about McDonald's, and I told you I came back from sea, and the girl I was dating at the time was a manager at McDonald's, and she tried to tell me that her job was more strenuous than mine. And I don't understand the streaminess of her job. And I said, girl, like, I worked at McDonald's, we used to talk back in the day, right? She's like, yeah. I said, I can pretty much tell you your day as a manager. You go in, you count the petty cash. If you got too much, you make a bank run. I said, you come back from the bank run, you go back in there, you fuck around on y'all phone, because y'all all do it. I said, then you'll come out the back. If y'all get too packed during the lunch line, you'll knock the volume down, you knock all the customers down. I said, then if somebody gets mad, you got to come up there and deal with that, sir. I'm sorry, we give you a refund, we fix your order. I said, 9 times out of 10, since you in San Diego, you probably got to do it in Spanish. And then you got to say this right here. I'm sorry, but our shake machine is down. I said, did I get your day right, sweet? She like, I hate your black ass so much. I was like, I know you do. Then when when a woman tell you, I hate your black ass so much, that's when you got the day right.
Shout out to McDonald's, man.
No, we ain't shouting McDonald's. Worst job I ever had, man.
Hey, man, and nothing against anybody who works there, man. Get your paper, but yeah, I miss good cuisine, man. Being out here makes me miss it so much.
Makes me miss it so much, too, man. I miss just being able to get something, sit down in front of the TV and watch something nice. Like, since last chance you was back, man, it wouldn't be nothing for me to. I wish I could just give me a corner side burrito, sit down and just watch JB just cut them kids out.
Speaking of Last Chance U, man. It's a real big football series on Netflix to follow the life of JUCO players. while they're trying to get back to their Division I dreams and get them a scholarship. But I was just thinking about my favorite sports movies, man. That's one thing. That's one genre of movie that I think you just can't go wrong with. You can always put it, because there's always the perseverance story, and then it's sports. It's entertaining if it's a decent movie and they're playing decent football. So I was gonna ask you, bro, what's your top 5 sports movies?
So my top 5. I had to really think about this, man. So I'm gonna try to go in the year that they were released. My first number 1 on my list is from 1986, stars Gene Hackman and the late Dennis Hopper. It's called Hoosiers. Hoosiers is about a 1950s Indiana high school team, small school that ends up winning the state title. And it's actually based on a true story. Like, I've actually watched the actual game that it was based on, that the championship game that was based on ESPN Classic back in the day. Actually, the school that they beat in the movie was actually based on Oscar Robinson's high school, because Oscar Robinson's high school was the first high school in 1955 and 1960, first black high school in 1955, 1956 to win back-to-back state championships. No other black high school could do that. So I like that, because I like high school basketball. I never got to play it because I lacked a little thing called talent. So, but I like anything dealing with high school basketball. So that's my number 1. You need to check that out. Number 2, I like The Sandlot. I don't even like baseball. It's a feel-good movie.
It's a movie about kids.
It's about kids. It's having their thing, having, summer. Just very funny movie. It's just funny little things. My boy was Squints. I love Squints. Squints kissed the lifeguard. Then at the end, you heard they say they ended up having 9 kids. That means Squints wasn't that knocking 5 from Wendy Peppercorn.
Wendy
Peppercorn. He was knocking 5 when they said 9 kids.
Wendy Peppercorn.
Hey. Man, he was a man. No, he tripped me out when Smalls had said, "How about we just go knock on Mr. Myrtle's door and ask him to give us the ball?" Basically, was like, "No, he's the one who told him to beast eat that kid." Then when they got the ball, Mr. Myrtle was like, "Why don't y'all just knock? I gave you the ball back." And they started beating up Squints.
They beat Squints ass.
And then Squints was like, "We got the ball back." Well, we got the ball back. I don't see why y'all mad. I said, Squints, that's all like something. We got the ball back. I don't know why y'all mad. Man,
that's how you do it, Smalls.
Ham tripped me out too.
Man, yeah, Sandlot. I think it came out 93.
93, Sandlot came out in 93.
And they had Sandlot 2 to just piss me
No,
off.
first of all, I didn't watch that.
Sandlot 2 is terrible.
I didn't watch 3. No, you're not gonna ruin a classic. So that's my second favorite. My third, and I struggled with this one because I like a lot of basketball, but I just had to get this one down. Above the Rim. Above the Rim with Tupac, Marlon Wayans, Leon, and Deion Martin, aka Gina ex-husband.
Who is Leon?
You ever seen 5 Heartbeats?
You talking about David Ruffin?
Yeah, David Ruffin from Temptation.
Bro, his name not Leon.
His name is Leon.
His name is David Ruffin.
His name is First of all, his name. If anything, his name gonna be JT from the 5 Heartbeat because he was JT before he was David Ruffin.
What? That's arguable.
No, they ain't arguing.
That 5, he was better.
We ain't arguing which one is better.
No, I'm just saying he was better as.
But anyway, that's a good one. And not only that, I like that movie because that was real different. They had, and I also forgot Wood Harris was in it.
Wood Harris.
Ace Boogie or Avon Barksdale was in that joint. And that man was just got out the car, just whooped the dude. I'm a motherfucking soldier. You understand me?
Side note, I didn't know Wood Harris' brother was Steve Harris.
Yeah, that's his brother. And you won't know until you think they both got that little when they got that dead face, look like monkeys, just contemplating something.
Oh man.
When they got that little dead face on, they just little blank face, they look like monkeys.
But Steve Harris make that face, he's finna beat his wife and whatever.
But no, I like that because that deals with high school basketball as well. Yeah. And then they was the street ball they were doing, and then on top of that, the soundtrack was just play. I mean, it was Death Row had did the soundtrack.
It was a clear black night.
Oh yeah, Regulators was on there. And that was around about, my brother hit me to that because my brother Tony, God rest his soul, he graduated in 94 when that movie came out. He played basketball. So that was a movie I got to watch. So I always remember rolling with him, listening to Regulators, or him letting me sneak and watch that with him. So that's another one of my favorites. Number 4 was number 4 for me is Little Giants. I like Little Giants because Little Giants, I didn't know kids before junior high could play football. So when I saw that, I talked to my dad like, yo, we can play football. Like, yes, how old you gotta be 8? He said, yeah. I said, you gotta be 8, son. I was like, oh my goodness. I just love Little John. You couldn't tell me I wasn't gonna be the ice box or anything like that. And I got out there, boy, they used to just run my ass over, boy. See, that's the thing I'm mad at myself growing up. I kept wanting to push sports because I had 2 brothers that played for state championship teams at Moss Point High School. My brother Brian in 91, my brother Dayton in 96.
Shout out Moss Point.
Shout out Moss Point Tiger. Not Moss Point, Moss Point. It just went in the cards for me. And I kept on until I got to 7th grade. I said, fuck it. I'm done. I'm tired of this. I'm done. That's number 4. Number 5 is a 2-way tie for me. And it's gonna be weird, the 2 movies that's tied. It's between Any Given Sunday and Space Jam.
Come on and slam.
And the reason why I see Any Given Sunday, of course, because I was playing Little League football when it came out. My dad took me to see it, and I was like, oh, it's a football movie. Man, I went in there. I did not know until I watched it the NFL players party like rock stars having the baddest women. I told my dad, I said, wait a minute, women will sleep with you just because you play football? Like, yeah, son. I was like, yeah, I definitely got to make this pop now. You know what I'm saying? But Bill Bellamy as a wide receiver, I was like, I don't know about that one, man. That is it. But everything is a football in it. That speech, "Life is a Game of Inches," that's one of the best sports speeches ever written. You know, that speech delivered by Al Pacino, that was some of the best dialogue in a movie I have ever heard. Well, that wasn't dialogue. That's the best monologue I have ever heard. Like, I don't know what coach. That had to be written by a coach because that was perfect. And
he probably got it from Vince Lombardi or some shit.
I don't think Vince Lombardi. No, Vince Lombardi. They just say Vince Lombardi was straight up just.
He probably got it from somewhere. He probably got it.
He had, like I said, it had to be Vince Lombardi, Don Shula, Bill Walsh. Yeah. Somebody had to write it. And then Space Jam, because I like basketball, and it was it's quintessential 90s kid. It had everything for a 90s kid. It had Michael Jordan and the Looney Tunes and other NBA stars. Like, that's just quintessential.
It had R. Kelly, man.
And R. Kelly was on it too in the 90s. Like, so it was, like I said, it was a quintessential thing. I mean, hey, I Believe I Can Fly. Like, you can't, that was a lot of people's graduation song, regardless of how you feel about it.
And it's something that it should be left alone. There shouldn't be no Space Jam.
Yeah, no, I don't know.
How they gonna do it? LeBron ain't leave to play baseball.
They probably might do it while he transitions between going to the Lakers or something. I don't know. First of all, do kids even know who the hell the Looney Tunes are nowadays? Kids don't know who Yosemite Sam is, Elmer Fudd. They barely know who Bugs Bunny and Daffy Duck are. They not gonna know who those people are. But that is like my 5 movies. It's a bunch of other ones I wanted to, but I just had to think about the 5 I could sit down and just watch all the time.
It's crazy. I really don't know, other than Kevin Durant Thunderstruck. I don't know.
Oh, that was a mistake.
I don't know any bad sports movies. I'm pretty sure there's bad sports movies out there, but even like Facing the Giants was low budget as hell.
No, that scene we had that boy. That scene he had that boy telling me I need to go 50 yards, and boy said I can't go no more. He said you just went end zone to end zone. He blindfolded, made him crawl with that dude on the back, made him a crab with that dude on the back.
What's the name of the movie with Bob Ladouceur, De La Salle?
Oh, When the Game Stands Tall. That was a good movie.
Good movie.
That was a great movie. Just like Friday Night Lights. That's a great movie.
That's actually in my top 5. So
okay,
my top 5 movies. My number 1 favorite movie is actually a group of 3 movies, and we're gonna go with the Mighty Ducks series.
You can't beat that. That's beautiful too.
And I don't even watch hockey or ever play hockey. I don't even know the hockey rules.
You know what killed me? I know a little bit because I've been in the hockey game, but you know what killed me? How they wanted to convince us in D2 that you got a bunch of black and Latino kids in South Central Los Angeles, California, playing street hockey. No, that ain't. I'm like, when I was little, it just got to I'd be about like 11, 12. I'm like, niggas is out there playing street, and then too in South Central in the 90s, they just out there in the open. Ain't nobody looking out for gangs. Ain't nobody looking for no Bloods, no Crips, nothing.
I think my favorite. I think I like the 3rd. I think I like D3 better.
D2 is my favorite of the whole series.
I think D3 is my better just because they was all together. They went to school. and just the struggle.
You know the reason why I'm mad? I didn't like D3 because my boy was Jesse Hall.
Oh, they didn't bring Jesse.
And they didn't bring Jesse for third. And
they didn't bring a lot of them back. They ain't bring Portman and Reed back neither.
Portman came back at the end of the third.
But he wasn't there for the whole movie though.
But I just didn't like how it made me feel some way. So I'm like, so you're gonna get Keenan, which at the time I don't understand because Keenan was hot at the time.
Yeah.
And I said, so you just gonna have a token Negro, so that's what it is. So we can't have two niggas together. We just gotta pick between one. And of course you're gonna pick Keenan because Keenan and Kel was hot because that came out '96. So he was all that and Keenan and Kel that just came out. So you had to go with that with him.
Side note, Luis Mendoza was also Benny Rodriguez in The Sandlot.
No, the dude that played the goalie for Eaton Hall Varsity was also Gunnar Stahl in the second.
Gunnar Stahl.
And that's just the player's name, Gunnar Stahl.
Gunnar Stahl.
Gunnar Stahl, man. And Gunnar was a gangster. Gunnar, what was a Wolf? They coached for Island said, you lost it for me. Gunnar said, you looked him up down, you lost it for yourself. I like gangster. I'm getting that jersey when I get back, man. I'm getting that Gunnar Stahl.
Jamal Lyon was Lil Hall in
Terry Hall. I thought he was a little girl in that one. And that's no offense to the man being gay, but like if you saw him in the first Mighty Ducks, he looks like a little girl. And his name was Terry. I really thought, until my mom said, that's a boy. I'm like, that boy act like a girl. Come to find out,
Jamal Lyon.
Jamal Lyon, and he is indeed, he gay. So I was like, well, I knew just knew something was off about him.
That's my number one. My number two is Blue Chips, basketball movie with Shaq, Penny. Nick Nolte plays Coach Pete Bell, Western University Dolphins.
Bobby Knight was in there. George Raveling was one of his coaches. Rick Pitino was the coach of the first team.
Jerry Tarkanian.
Kevin O'Neal used to coach at Marquette.
John Thompson.
What was John Thompson at in there?
Nah, you know what? I'm thinking about my number 3 movie.
But no, I'm gonna tell you what was funny about Blue Chip. I got a Blue Chip story. So my mama took me to see it because I begged her because Shaq was in it. He was hot and I like basketball. We actually made a mistake and walked into the theater for Sugar Hill, which is a gangster movie with starring Wesley Snipes. Now, at the beginning of Sugar Hill, there's a scene where Wesley Snipes' mother is ODing. So I'm sitting there, I'm 4 years old, 5 years old, watching like what was going on, and I'm like, Mama, I don't think it's right. I said, hold on, baby. I said, this might be real. No, Mama, this is the movie. And then finally, my mama asked the woman from, excuse me, is this Blue Chips? And this woman turned around and looked at my mama like, hell, did this look like? She said, the look she shot my mom was like, but she like, no, this ain't no damn Blue Chips.
Where you see some basketball at?
And then, I'm not gonna lie, there's a part in there where Bobby Knight was going off on the referee. He was telling one of the guys jumped over the back, and the referee said, I can't see it from the trail. And then Bobby Knight said, you sure as hell can see it from here? Move your fat ass down when you can see. I said, damn. I said, you can talk to a referee like that? No.
And that's why Bobby Knight got his ass suspended and kicked out of games so much.
Hey, but did you notice though, those games that they played, those were actual games between the team that was Western and the team in Indiana. There were 2 games, and Bobby Knight's Indiana Hoosiers that he was coaching, they actually won both of them games. They just cut it up to make it look like Western won.
Yeah. So yeah, Blue Chips is my number 2. My number 3 is He Got Game. That's where I was thinking of John Thompson because
they showed it for.
They said all them coaches recruiting Jesus Showsworth, starring Ray Allen, Denzel Washington, things of that nature.
That was also a good movie.
He Got Game is a good movie.
No, it's good with basketball. I thought it was gonna be more basketball in it than what it was. But I ain't gonna lie, I like He Got Game because got to see a lot of.
Oh man,
man! I was
shorty, man. I was scared of that type of shit.
I wasn't scared of it. I was 10 at that time. I was managed, dog. But at that time, I didn't even know. Like, wait a minute, and I'm with my dad in the theater. Like, I thought this was just a basketball movie.
Yeah, He Got Game. They got the Jordan 13s came out of that. Them pearl phones.
Yeah, them things are beautiful, man. I got that Lincoln wrist for this blue jersey. The man actually got his nickname, NBA nickname. Ray Allen got his NBA nickname from that movie, Jesus Shuttlesworth.
Jesus.
He couldn't act to save his damn life though.
Yeah, I mean most athletes can act.
But he always kept sounding like he was somebody was pulling his arm. Man, I already know you gonna say.
Most athletes can't act or rap though.
No, we're not gonna get in there. You're not gonna.
To be completely honest.
I'm surprised Spike Lee didn't put himself in there because he notorious for popping up in his movie.
Spike Lee.
Jim Brown tripped out. He was just mean to him all the time.
Jim Brown was a cop, man. What was their names?
I forgot what their name. No, Jim Brown told when they had the food poisoning to get him out of jail. Man, he's hurt. Well, give him something. We got 2 more hours to go. I don't want to hear that shit. He said, we don't care about you throwing up. He said, man, you want to do that, my man? I know the white dude name was Crudick. I forgot what Jim Brown name was.
He said, I will see personally that my man Crudick will watch you clean up every stinking nasty.
No, he told him lick up every drop. He told me, he said, you throw up, you'll lick up every stinking, nasty, filthy ass drop.
Jim Brown, man.
No, and his boy, like, I didn't realize that was Travis Best. I don't know who the other 2 guys that was.
Sip Rogers.
Sip Rogers. And the man, see, it made it seem like it was a commercial. I played the 2. We the real splitters. Ain't nobody fucking with us. I'm like, wait, this is a commercial, can he?
Yeah.
Can he? Well, when Jesus was in that thing, he's like, basketball by Porter Moore. You take a man to the right, take him to the left, and he fade you J in his face. And you look at him.
He'd be like,
what? I did that one time with somebody, man. I'm like, what? He was like, dude, I'm gonna beat my ass, though.
Yeah. Sip Rogers. Look at, what do you say?
They had a small front line,
Sip
though.
Rogers. I played a 2 spot. We are the rail splitters. And nobody's fucking with us.
But they had a small front line because Booger was 5'7".
What's his name? Hill Harper.
Hill Harper, yo. Yeah. Booger was 5'7".
Sip was 5'9".
Sip was 5'9", and Jesus was 6'5". That's like just, even for high school, that's a small front line.
But them two forwards are 6'10". Mance something.
No, they tripped me out when they was playing 202. Trying to be like, you fired the fuck out of me. He said, you fired. That's the way you block him out. You fired me, you all crying. You the crybaby little church going motherfucker.
Yeah. My number 4 favorite sports movie, probably gonna go with Remember the Titans. It had a little bit more of a historical significance than my number 5 movie, which is Friday Night Lights. But
both of them were based on true stories.
Yeah, but
well, remember
the historical significance of Remember the Titans about how first school would get integrated and how far they had to come is a little bit more significant.
But if you know the history of that, like, Disney actually took a lot of liberties with that. Because T.C. Williams had been integrated for 6 years already. And actually in Alexandria, Virginia, that's the only high school they got. I don't know why it's not called, but like, they had already been integrated. Coach Yost had already had the job when Herman Boone got it, because Herman Boone used to coach at GW already.
Shout out,
and it wasn't George Washington High. So, and there never was no, if you lose, we're going to fire you. And they said they used to blast their opponents. They said every game they had was a shutout. Even the state, it said, except for one, the team they played in the state title, Marshall.
Yeah.
They didn't play them in the state title in real life. They said that's the only team that scored. They said even the state title they played in, that was a shutout. They said almost every game they had was a shutout. And shout out to Julian Campbell, R.I.P. He just passed away a few months ago. The real Julian Campbell, who also was in that one. Wood Harris playing Julian Campbell.
Shout out to Gary Bertill, R.I.P. Gary Bertill. Shout out to Louis Lastic, man, who actually went to Austin Peay State University, my alma mater. Shout out Clarksville, Tennessee.
Hey, shout out to Sunshine. I love that. So,
Ronnie Dad.
But no, it tripped me out. Oh yeah, you know a young Ryan Gosling was in that.
Ryan Gosling.
He was
in that Allen.
Allen, I forgot what his Allen Bosley.
Yeah, he got a spot took by Pete.
By Peter Jones, running back, D running back.
What's his name? Donald Faison.
Donald Faison.
Yeah. And then Friday Night Lights is just a good movie. Any athlete who watched Friday Night Lights wanted to be Booby Miles or play high school football and things like that. I think everybody wanted to go off and running back in the summer after Friday Night Lights came out. You know,
I'm glad Friday Night Lights, because I was actually reading a book, but I wasn't aware of this. I watched the movie. I'm glad they showed light on Carter and how bad Carter was. When I mean bad, I mean is like good, you know, in the black colloquialism of, because I'm like, these boys, and I got a friend who's from Dallas. He went to Kimball. That's Carter's rival. And I said, bro, they really like this. They said, bro, them dudes walk through the sign, they look at you and they bark. He said, everything you saw them do on Friday Night Lights, he said, I played against them. He said, them niggas ignorant.
Yeah, but I watched that Carter High documentary.
Carter
Lost documentary on ESPN, and apparently the kids in that neighborhood,
they
came from money.
They came from money. No, they actually said that when I read Friday Night Lights, they actually said the kids who went to Carter lived better than the kids in Odessa.
Yeah, Mike Winchell lived in a trailer.
Oh, he did? I thought he just lived in the... Hey, man, speaking of Friday Night, I know it's not a funny scene, but remember when Donnie Bisley had brought the girl home, and then he said, his dad said, what you do with the lamp?
He said, little fumble.
He said, you fumbled the lamp. He said, you can't hold on to the lamp. We can't hold the football. You held on the football yesterday. You gonna hold on.
How about now?
And he took the duct tape and started hold on to the guy thing on ball. I shouldn't have been laughing at that, but that was just. I was like, I'm sorry, that's unintentional.
Tim McGraw, man, it's funny because you see him play Billingsley's dad, and he's a drunk and then an asshole, and then in the long and then
blind side, he's just like the sweet,
the nicest
spice guy in the world.
He plays Sean Toohey. He's the nicest guy ever.
But no, man, the saddest scene is I never played high school football, but I just imagine like when Boobie broke down and cried in the car, because I'm like, you've been working for something your whole life, and in a split second it's gone. Man, he broke down in that car.
Boobie Miles that goes to show how important your education is.
He locked up now. He locked up. I think it's assault. He locked up for an assault. He been in and out of jail. He actually was in the real Boobie Miles. He was in the movie. Like right after Boobie got hurt, they go to a big black dude who got with a hat on. And he's just like, He like, I was like, that's Boobie Miles. And that's sad because he probably like, yeah. But that ain't even how it happened. Like the movie, he didn't even get hurt in the game. He got hurt in a scrimmage at the beginning of the season. Yeah. And
what, he had an ACL, right?
I think it was his ACL.
Yeah, ACL was a death wish back then.
Yeah, because they didn't have the technology and all that stuff. But they tried to rush him back. I mean, because like that woman said one scene where she like, you need to play them both ways. And they was at a booster party and the woman was talking to the coach.
Man, she had to drop the N-word.
But it's Texas. Man. That's Texas, man. In the 80s. That's Texas in the 80s.
They could have killed her.
She said that big nigga ain't gonna break, put him in no. But my favorite scene is when Chris Coleman tried to go in the game and then Coach Gaines asked him, you ain't gonna take your helmet, son? And then he didn't have it. And then the other coach, the assistant coach, Chris, you ain't got your helmet? Where'd you put your helmet?
He said, he had one dude who's like, let me hold on to it. He told him,
no way. No, the coach like, where you put your helmet? You don't know you play this game with a helmet? I just always look. He said, it ain't that now.
Yeah, there's a lot of other good movies that got left off, like Longest Yard.
No,
Blindside.
Blindside was good. Longest Yard. Games. You said when the game stands tall. Sunset
tall.
Park. That was a good one. If you a sneakerhead, go watch Sunset Park because they had almost everybody. Shout out to Fredo Starr and a young Terrence Howard that was in there. Fredo. I always.
Fredo, man. They said.
What's wrong?
He snapped on Charlamagne or something bad though.
Yeah, I saw that, but no, he came in there cocky with a lad. Fredo, when have you ever seen Fredo Starr actually happy? Exactly.
I mean that's Onyx, man.
Him and Sticky Fingers. I've never seen them happy.
I don't even know.
And I don't even know who the other guys in Onyx is. I didn't know him and Sticky Fingers.
I couldn't even tell you what Sticky Fingers looks like for real. I want to say Sticky Fingers is I don't know.
You seen Next Friday?
That's what
Tyrone.
I want to say.
That's Tyrone.
Sticky Fingers.
Sticky Fingers is Tyrone. That's Tyrone. That's
Sticky
Fingers.
Fingers.
Which is kind of funny because Sticky Fingers always playing a bully, so to see somebody score upside his head is kind of funny.
They said 50 Cent whooped Fredo Starr ass.
But Fredo Starr about my height, and 50 Cent about what 5'10", like at his prime, like 2 something.
Okay, I'm glad you said that. What's the 50 Cent football movie?
All Things Fall Apart.
When I said there's not that many bad football movies or bad sports movies, I'm sorry, I take that back. That was a terrible movie. All Things Fall Apart?
All Things Fall Apart.
Yeah, man, 50, you know better than that. That shit was bad.
Well, first of all 50 Cent movies are straight to DVD anyway. And I'm surprised he ain't had no sex scenes in there, because you know all the 50 Cent movie, he got to at least have a sex scene with the hottest woman on the
Get Rich or Die Trying was fired though.
But that was he was hot at the time, and
honestly, I want to say I like his acting more than his rapping. If you watch him play Kanan Stark, and then you watch him in
I really think everybody said I think 50 Cent like that for real. Like that's too much. That's
and Den of Thieves.
I still ain't seen Den of Thieves. I started it, but I didn't finish it. I had to go to work, man.
Yeah, but back to sports movies, man. It's a lot of them, man. So y'all let us know which one's y'all's favorites, man.
Yeah, we were talking about sports movies. People, if you got kids, it's a good thing to keep your kids in sports. So you don't have to end up beating their ass for doing something stupid out in the streets. And speaking of people who be whooping their kids' asses, I am not keen on these people who do it and put it on the internet. Now, I'm not saying you shouldn't whoop no kids, 'cause I'm all for kids being whooped. Kids need to be whooped a lot more nowadays than what they are getting whooped.
Kids need to get their ass whooped. I think that's just part
They need to get as I say, they need to get a mud hole stomped in them, for real. But all this, I just don't like you putting it up online that you're doing it. Because a lot of people, like me and my cousin Gabe, he posted a video of dad, you know how they say, oh, you think you're grown? I'm gonna let you get a haircut like grown. They gave him a little George Jefferson bow. Nah, I'm not the German Hemsley. Now I was like, all right, I commented on it, I said, hey, now when that boy grow up, or that boy go to the streets, I don't wanna hear nothing. Oh, you ain't qualified, you ain't get no kids. I said, no, I ain't against nobody whooping their kids, cause the kids need to doing that. I said, but you do that on the internet, like, why you gotta do that? Like, what is the? Yes, I said you supposed to, like that we do here in the military, and they said it's a motto for life. You praise in public, you punish in private. Because a prime example of them kids gonna go up. It was a boy in New Orleans back in like 2009, 2010. I remember this. He was what we call, if you pretend to be on some gang shit or pretend to be in a gang, that's called false flagging. And this little boy in New Orleans was false flagging. His uncle found out that he was doing it. And his uncle got on Facebook, well, this one Facebook, like this is when you just record it. So he recorded it, and he told it, I said, I want you to get on this camera and tell everybody this is fake. And he had a belt in his hand, the boy said, this is fake. And then the uncle said, this fake, but his ass from ain't gonna be fake. And started whooping the boy on camera. And a few months later, almost a few months go by, there's a news report come out the little boy got killed. And the uncle's like, I tried to save him really by embarrassing him. So this is what happened. The little boy that got beat, he getting picked on, so now he finna go do it for real now. Because now he got to do that because people fucking with him. Exactly.
Now he really gang.
Now he in the gang, and now your nephew gone because, yeah, what you did, I applaud that. Because he needed that. Because you tried to deter what unfortunately ended up happening. But you also pushed him towards that. You embarrassed him. And that's the thing, people a lot of say, like my cousin Gay said, you ain't qualified, you need to talk about you ain't got no kids. Which kind of makes me mad.
Because they quick to tell you it take a village to raise a child. Unless it's your child.
No, it's like, well, it take a village to raise a child. No, what that means is, if I see him doing something bad in the street, I'm supposed to go out my way and, hey, boy, don't do that, man. Your daddy know you out there, da-da-da-da. But when you doing something like, hey, bro, there's another way you can go about doing it. If you ain't got no kid, this ain't your kid, this my son. Oh, okay.
Don't tell me how to raise my kids.
Okay. And that's and people who do that, see, they want it when it's convenient for them. But I told people, I said, okay, it take a village, right? Okay, well, since you got a problem with me telling you something like this, then when I see him out there in the streets jacking somebody's car, I ain't gonna say shit.
Stevie Wonder.
Why you ain't say nothing? Oh, no. Don't tell you how to raise your kid. Don't tell you how to raise your kid. No. Now he'll be all right now, cause no. When you was doing something like, hey, bro, come on, you just ease up. I ain't telling you, no, don't tell me how to raise my kid. Well, I ain't gonna tell you how to raise a kid. If obviously they don't know stealing, then you ain't. And then halftime, I think a lot of them parents do that because they want a pat on the back. Like, look at me parenting my children. Like Chris Rock. Like Chris Rock said, nigga, you supposed to do that.
Man. Just to elaborate on that, man. I'm all for beating kids, and not beating,
whooping or spanking.
And I think honestly, I'm not opposed to kids getting paddled in school.
Me neither. They need that back.
Because if you see what goes on in school nowadays, it's like, what do we go away from? Why is there such a difference between nowadays and the crazy shit kids doing it back then? We went away from spanking children and disciplining children. But I think a big thing with that on the flip side is also know how your child reacts to being spanked and how they respond. If your kid responds even worse to being spanked, then you got to figure that out. You got to find out what your kid does respond to. Every kid's not going to take getting their ass whooped the same way.
I don't know. I was more.
Some kids, it only takes them once.
I ain't like none of it. I ain't like being spanked. I ain't like stuff taken from me. I ain't like being grounded. I just didn't.
See, me personally, I would have rather got that spanking lasts for.
No, you say that, but you see.
It lasts for a few seconds.
10 seconds, my behind. It's like 10 to 15 power. I'll take them, but I just don't like it when they tell you to do that and they tell you stop flinching. You hit me with a piece of leather. What you mean stop flinching like that?
But that 10 seconds though, or I mean that 2 months, you can't go nowhere, no phone.
Well, I know about that. Boy, I know about that. I was on 60. I've been on 60-day restriction. I know about the 2 months on the lockup.
I'd much rather go 30 with Mike Tyson, 30 seconds with Mike Tyson before I.
No, ain't no 30 seconds. I'm just gonna tell Mike, what you got, and put me on down. Put me on down, pimp.
Put me out of my misery. I'll go 30 seconds with Mike Tyson before I did a month.
But then another thing is, sad is this our especially us in the black community, ain't the fear of daddy no more. For real. You know that fear of daddy I'm talking about. Like, they can say they call you mama, man, mama gonna cuss, she gonna hit me through the damn, like, oh, I'm gonna call you dad. Nah, man, look here, man, look here. I'm gonna sit down, I'm gonna be quiet, I'm gonna be quiet. Cause I'm gonna tell you.
You don't even gotta do all that.
Yeah, you gotta call my daddy, man. We can handle it between us. He ain't even gotta come up here. Man, he at work, man, he on night shift. Like, oh, that's the number one thing my daddy used to hate. Me acting up, he gotta come to school. He on the night shift. Boy.
You gotta wake him up from his rest.
Boy. But my dad already a mean ass dude anyway. He was a mean ass dude. Nowadays, you ever notice nowadays when you get older, your parents act like they ain't do something. You remember you hit me, I hit you? I ain't hit you. You exaggerate. Oh, we gonna play that game.
Shout out to OG McCorvey, man.
Man, yeah. But nah, man, if I had to wake him, I remember one time he was on the night shift. He ain't whooped me because I was in the 10th grade, but I flooded the chemistry lab out at my high school. I didn't try to do it on purpose, bro. No, this what happened. Okay, now Moss Point is a hood school, so we had chemistry. But ask me how many times we actually dealt with chemicals. 0. Do you really want a bunch of hood kids with some chemicals in their hand? No, you do not. So we had, in the chemistry lab, you got the safety showers.
Decon station.
Yeah. Well, we anyway. We went in the Navy. We know it's called a decon station. But anyway.
Decon station.
But anyway, so I was like, man, I've never seen this. I wanted to know how it worked. So my boy T was like, man, just press. You just sit on the press. I pressed it and it got stuck because it was rusty. So the latch got stuck and the water coming down like harder than what I thought. So the only way you can do it is go up to the top and like pull the thing. Man, I'm not that tall, and if I get up there, I'm gonna get soaking wet. They gonna know I did it. So I did what any red-blooded kid faced with adversity would do. I ran out of that motherfucker. Somebody told on me, but just luckily, Mr. Smith was the assistant principal. And Miss Smith was my Spanish teacher the year before. So instead of me being suspended, and then it also played, so he just sent me to ISS for the whole next week, just 1 week at ISS. But this played in my favor because we only had 2 weeks of school left. So he's like, man, we got 2 weeks of school left. Just let him go do the ISS, come back, take his finals, he gone. And I transferred to next year to Pascagoula High School.
Shut up, Pascagoula.
Man, no, listen, I ain't like going on, but that's all. But man, my dad had to come pick me up. He ain't say nothing to me, man. I was just like trying to just be quiet and everything, but his window was kind of cracked. Now, when my daddy pissed off, you don't touch nothing in that car. You don't touch the radio. You don't touch the window. You don't touch nothing. You just look dead ahead. You don't make no sudden movements. So, let me tell you how funny God is. It starts raining. My window down, so I try to roll my window up. And then my dad like, what the hell you doing? I'm like, I'm rolling the window. Why? Because I don't want to get wet. Oh, you don't want to get wet? Now you don't want to get wet. Because your ass ain't had no MF problem, had no motherfucking problem getting wet. And I'm like, hold on, wait. You're like, nah. See, that's the stuff I don't understand with you. He says, really, nigga, do you think before you do something? Do you think? I just want to know, do you think? He like, do you think? And you know how it is. You can't say, yeah, you do. Now, obviously not, nigga, because I wouldn't be here coming to get you. Just like when you ask you, do I look stupid to you?
I think my coming to Jesus moment with my mother was actually my senior year of high school. We had a like any senior class do, we got a senior prank like last couple days of school. I think it was like the last 10 days. So we all skip like idiots and then we go eat IHOP or we go to the bowling alley or whatever. And then we get the bright idea to fill up thousands of water balloons, and then when the kids are leaving school the next day, to throw at them.
They do that. Seniors do that every year.
Cool. So we do that. And, we think it's harmless and everything like that. So we roll up to the school. We see everybody. We let them have it. They got Mr. Warren, the old Latin teacher. He was about 86. They pelted his dumb ass.
Pelted? You said pelted.
They pelted his stupid ass, man. It was fun, man. But, yeah, the next day I show up to school like nothing happened. I was like, man, I had a shirt around my face. I'm like,
shirt around your face?
Yeah, I had a shirt around my face. I ain't had no mask, so I just took a shirt. Just took a shirt, tied it around my face. I'm like, did nobody see my face? It's cool.
But they know your shirt you wear, so.
But look, I'm gonna tell you what, my brother said he seen me on the bus. He said I knew it was you just because I just know you. He was like anybody was gonna know that was you, like, you know what I'm saying? But yeah, they call us into the office the next day. They're like, you were here, you were part of it, and of course me, I'm like, oh, was it? What are you talking about? And it was like, well, this is a list of people who skip school and da-da-da-da, and we got all kind of proof, which they didn't. And then they bring my mother in there.
Oh, Lord.
And then they try to convince my mother, they're like, this is Keith right here. And she told me, she said, no, it's not, or whatever. But then one thing leads to another. They couldn't prove it. And they threatened us. They said we couldn't walk for graduation, things like that. Whole time, my mother already planned a graduation party, rented out a venue, invited my family. So that was bad. I was like, man, I'm not going to be able to walk my family here. We did all this for nothing. So she didn't talk to me for a couple days. But then when they found out I got to walk, and then I did, they suspended us for the last 9 days of school. They let us come back, take our finals and things like that. So that's how it was. But yeah, my mom just gave me a look and didn't talk to me. And that was my coming to Jesus moment. I would have rather got a whooping though, because I was scared.
No, but see, dude, that's it. She ain't talking to me, but my dad with that situation, I got punished going into the summer.
Ooh.
Like, my first 2 weeks of summer vacation was punishment. My stepmom had to find tell me, nigga, let up. And then my grandma, honestly, that's why I love my grandma. Shout out to my mama Roberta. She said, I don't know why that nigga acting like that. I said, why? I said, let me tell you what his dumb ass did when he was in high school in 71 or 72. She said, this nigga thought it'd be a cool idea. My daddy went to high school in rural Mississippi called East Central High School. And East Central is still today, like, predominantly white, like 85, 90% white, like 10% black. 10% black. She told me, she said, I don't know why he getting mad at you for doing that. I said, this dumb fool gonna sit there and write black power on the wall of the gym. Knowing he wasn't the only 6 niggas in the school, and knowing they know his track record.
And they know who got gym that period.
Exactly.
There's only one of y'all in 6 periods.
She says, I don't know why your dad ain't being like that, like he ain't do nothing stupid.
Yeah, man, they tried to get me to that long ride, boss.
No, that ain't the long ride. You just couldn't walk, but that ain't a long ride. You think gonna get your diploma.
Dog, my mama was gonna give me the long ride, bro.
Yeah, you gonna get that long ride.
Yeah, man, you gotta start being harder on our kids, man. We gotta discipline these.
Just keep it off the internet. That's all I'm saying. You ain't gotta do it. Just keep it off the net, cause some of these people, you do that, and then you might show it and somebody report you, or you could be at a job, you got people don't like you. You know the people I'm talking about. I ain't gonna say they names or anything or who they are, but we know they may not like you. They might put it up there to the boss and they got a reason to fire you.
Yep.
So you gotta think smart. And then too, you don't need nobody else's validation on how you parent. Y'all just want people to pat you on your back. Ooh, look at me, I did a good job. You don't need nobody to tell you to do that. If you know you're doing a good thing and you raising a productive, respectful member of society, that'll show it. You showing you beating them don't show that.
A lot of kids get beat and they take their ass off the beaten path.
And then they end up in county or the cemetery.
So learn what works best for your kids, and if you don't want nobody telling you how to raise your kid,
don't be saying that it takes a village to raise a child shit.
Yeah.
Cause the next time I hear somebody say that, I'm just gonna be like, shut up, nerd. Well, y'all, that's the end of this episode of Big Keef Petey Mac podcast, man. It is late because I have just got off at midnight, and we've been trying to record. It's like 2:50 right now.
Y'all know what's going on, man. A whole lot of this, whole lot of that. Man.
But no, keep going. Tell them what you love. Tell them, pimp.
Stay cool, be calm, and get paid.
And that's some food talk for your ass.
The podcast you just heard was made using Anchor. Ever thought about making your own podcast? Anchor makes it really easy for anyone to get started. It's a one-stop shop for recording, hosting, and distributing podcasts. Best of all, it's 100% free. Sign up now at anchor.fm/new. That's anchor.fm/new to get started.